Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Football Connect. I'm your host, Sam, and we are back again with another one. And just a few hours ago, or should I say yesterday, Manchester City were crowned the Premier League champions after a 6-minute wonder time where they came back from being nothing to be something, where they came back from losing to winning to Aston Villa. Yes, people, what we were talking about yesterday actually became true today, or it became true yesterday. Steven Gerrard did not have a mission of losing that game at all. He played his card correctly. He played so well. His team came with a mission. They scored the goals. They were so close, so much close. But it was Ikai Gundogan and Rodri who turned all things around. They turned all things around. Yes, we need to talk about how the game played out and how things went out. Then we'll talk about the Liverpool game. Then we're going to talk about the issue of how do we stop Manchester City. I, as a Liverpool fan, I'm really worried. How do we overcome? How do we even stop this City team? Because it is just so perfect, man. It is just so perfect. So the game played out yesterday. Manchester City were playing at the Etihad against Aston Villa, a game of mixed emotions. Stevie G brought out a good team and they were really on mission. And Manchester City, I think I have to say the only thing that became their saving grace on yesterday's game was the fact that John Stones was fit. Because having John Stones being fit, it became easy for Pep Guardiola to push him and replace him with Fernandino, because Fernandino, he was now failing. There were moments he was now doing some crazy mistakes. So he needed at least, no, I know that there are no solid strikers in Man City, defenders in Man City, but they needed somebody who can take that ball. You know, of course, when you have a team that attacks like Manchester City, there is not really that big need of needing a Virgil van Dijk type of a defender. There is no need because you know that most of the balls that you face, they're always going to be going the opposite direction. So they were playing with Fernandino, and of course, the only thing that Aston Villa could do was defend. And that's all that they were doing since the game started. They were just defending, hoping that they hit this team on counter attack. And they did it twice. There had to be some really nerves in terms of their attack, especially in their first goal. The defender came out with the ball, moved with the ball in between City players, passed it to the midfielder, who continued with the run, with the cross, with the pass that he set to the acute angle, and they just crossed in, and a nice header by Cash, and the whole world went crazy. I was celebrating. We were celebrating, even though at that moment Liverpool were still losing. I think 1-0 to Wolves. We were celebrating because we knew that the citizens will be in trouble. They will never come back easily from that. The game continued, and second half, Felipe Coutinho got a chance along with the goalkeeper and the two defenders when for Stones was already when Fernandino was already out, so it was now Stones. And that was a beautiful kick. He put it in the corner, and the goalkeeper could not do anything but just look at the goal going in. And it felt, I started believing, saying that if you see a player, a legend in Liverpool, scoring that goal, giving Liverpool the chance to at least get something, you ought to be celebrating. And everything felt so good. Remember yesterday, the day before yesterday, I did a video talking about if Aston Villa we're gonna choose either the money or actually give a game and give an opportunity to Liverpool to produce something. So the fact that they actually did that, it was an amazing. They fought with everything that they had until Steven Gerrard thought of, okay, there's no need for us to be attacking. We are left with only about It was around 15 minutes before the game comes to an end, and they said, like, let me take Felipe Coutinho out, let me put Marvelous Nakamba in so that he can help in terms of defending, because I think it's only a matter of defending to see this game through, which I have to say was a good idea at the point, but a massive, massive mistake on his part, because taking the idea of defending, the idea of attacking against Manchester City is building what we call your own deathbed. Because that it gave Manchester City the ability not to worry about Aston Villa going at their backside, but only focusing on defending what was coming. And taking out Felipe Coutinho was the, should I say, the beginning of the end for Aston Villa, because that's when Ilkay Gundogan came in, it gave him the chance to take advantage of that, and he really caused the problems. And that's how Manchester City came back to the game. The first chance, it was a header. The goalkeeper was just standing there, he could not do anything. The second one, Rodri kicked it from outside the net, but it was so perfect to a corner goal, perfect to the rival fans, perfect to Manchester City fans, but it's so, so terrible to the Liverpool fans like myself. And the last goal was scored by Ilkay Gundogan. De Bruyne took the whole team of Aston Villa to the one corner, and what a kick to open up that defense, and nothing the goalkeeper could do. And just like that, it was 3-2 in the last, in the 81 minutes. And from then, I don't think there's any team that knows how to waste the time like Manchester City. They are so good. They have these guys who can really frustrate you whenever they're wasting time. And I don't want to lie to you, it was a terrible game to watch after it confirmed that they were leading. It was a terrible game to watch. And it's only funny exactly when they became three, that's when Liverpool started scoring. Salah scored to keep his goal, to keep his goals in at the same level with the Son, because Son had scored two goals, and Robertson scored the other one, and that was it. Liverpool became the best second, best number two team again, and the Manchester City were the champions. And the worst part was this time I thought it was gonna be a different story. I really believed it was gonna be a different story. We were running with this quadruple thing. It became the thing that everyone was talking about. We were excited over the play. We were excited over what the team was doing, and the fact that we went to the end and didn't win anything. I don't like to use the bitter pill to swallow, but that's what football is all about. That's what football is all about. It hurts to think about the fact that we worked so hard. This team did so much. We pushed them. The fans, we were behind them, and they never disappointed except the tournament game. But yeah, that's where we are. Yesterday, when I was watching the game, I started hearing people, like for example, my father talking about how City I always helped to win the league. He talked about an incident that happened in the Everton game, which they should have drawn, but they got the victory. And he talked about some of the games that they needed to be checked with, some chances and some fouls that like that come did actually did, but we never really ruled to their side, and so forth and so forth. But I just felt like we had given our all. We have fought so much, and not winning it just doesn't make sense. But that's where we are at this moment. It hurts to be a Liverpool fan right now, but we're still hopeful because we're still in the final of the Champions League. We are going to Paris, and we still can win something. I'm hopeful that we can get something, and it's just a matter of time of believing. But also on that, I'm happy that my team finished the game with their head held high. Klopp talked about that being if you want to be a bigger winner, you also have to be a bigger loser as well, so that you should be able to take the big losses and move on and still focus on what comes next. Gerard did his best. Fought. He came with a good team, perfect plan. Worked until until things turn around. Manchester City, you can never really beat them until the end of the game, especially in a league which they are now comfortable in winning. It's not the Champions League where they panicked, but those are some of the things we talk about. So, how do we overcome this team? How do we really overcome this team? You know, a lot of people are looking for that answer. How do we really overcome a Manchester City Pep Guardiola team, especially with Haaland? I'm really rating Haaland so high, but everyone telling me that we have to wait and see what happens. How do we beat this team? How do we overcome this team? I feel like the only way we overcome this team is to do like what we did in 2020, 2019, 2020. Come with a perfect mission, play it so well, never lose focus, keep attacking, and give ourselves a chance. Because as Liverpool, we see that we struggle really when we go so much in a competition the way we had done this season. And I think the only way we can do something is actually to have a mission and actually stop this Manchester City from doing whatever they can do. Pep Guardiola is a good manager, and as much as he has not won the Champions League, which is now at this moment being his kryptonite, he has done so much and he knows how to win. He is a pretty good winner, and he keeps proving it to the world. So, congratulations to Manchester City. It might hurt to actually admit that we have lost this, but congratulations to them. I can't wait to see where we go from here. I'm now so we'll be talking about my players that I feel like deserved to be the player of the season and all those things. Just talking about the season in general and what's coming ahead and the transfer news and where we're going to. There is a video that I've already set up that I'll be doing maybe later tonight or what about Kylian Mbappe and how much that will affect the football as we know it. So you should be looking forward to that one. It's going to be exciting. It's going to give you so much in depth over what I think over what has happened. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. It's been a season. It's been a season. This is me wrapping up the season, and we will prepare again next season for another fight with Manchester City. Because I can tell you that Pep Guardiola team is going nowhere. It's really going nowhere. It's still there and it's still going to challenge us. So we need to be ready for that. So do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the Football Connect. That is the best way you support me. And I can't wait to see you soon. So I'm out. Good morning.
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.